Hey, how y'all doing today? Hopefully you're doing aight. We're back in some Hermitcraft. It's been a minute since I've streamed Hermitcraft, but I figured, it's probably about time, right? Right. Okay. So like usual, I don't have a plan, but I do want to do some more work over in this here direction, this directional type area place. I'm not sure what to do. I kind of want to build something here. I'm just not sure what. And I guess we need to do some work over there too at some point. I mean, we've got this area that comes out, and then like I was gonna do like a shipping kind of pier thing, but I don't know. How y'all doing today? What's up, Voldemort? How you doing? Eagrams, what's up? I do think, however, this place is looking pretty freaking snazzy so far. A lot of work, like a lot of work is going into this. And it looks pretty good, I think. Right? Right. Just agree. Even if you don't agree, just agree. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so we have a lot of open area back here. I did put in a path. Obviously, everything's subject to change. Things can change at any moment. Right? Right. We should have, I just looked over there. We should have something right there. Right? Like it's this perfect little kind of perch thing with like a Sounds like you're in a tunnel. Well, get out of the tunnel. Well, it's about all you can do with that, right? It's not really a savanna biome anymore. Sure it is. Look, there's acacia trees all over the place. See? Look at them. Look at them. Okay. So I'm thinking we could put something over there. That might be kind of cool. We just got to figure out what to put here. Ow. Like that. This is one of my perch trees, but I think I've been using that instead. Everybody has a perch tree, right? Where spot where you sit and look at your base and find all the things that are wrong and then fly somewhere else so you don't see them. One of those. I've got a few of them. Like that tree up there. That tree up there. I think I used this tree a couple times. Those trees. The top of that building. Yeah. A military base? It's kind of small for a military base. Oh, you know what we could have? I mean, it's the side of the mountain. I think I was thinking some kind of mining operation. Something that's like digging into the mountain, but then we'd have to we'd have to dig out this whole area to give trucks a way down. Is Cliff? He's over there somewhere. He's not in his original position, but he's over here somewhere. I think that's him right there. Nope. Cliff? There he is. What's up, dude? Let's go. Yeah, he was right there. And then he left. Because he's rude. A zombie prison? Yeah. Okay. Like so. Get rid of all this. I mean, this would be a pretty good defensible position, right? I mean, other than stuff coming from up there, but whatever. Like, whatever, right? Whatever. See, now that this is what I hate. Like, you get an idea, you're like, hey, something needs to go there, and then you're like, okay, well, now I need to figure out what to put there. Right? That's always the problem. What do you put there? It feels like something needs to be here, but a big generator that does something. You sound like me. That's a thing that does stuff. Trust. It does stuff. You gotta trust me on that. I swear, it does stuff. Right. A sniper tower? There ain't that many mobs out. There's only like 30 or 40 out here at any given time at night. Come on, that's not that many. Lunar Cat, subscribe, tier 2. Thank you. Thank you very much for the subscription. I do appreciate it. Let's get some love in the chat. Okay. It's been a minute since I got a tier 2 sub. Like, holy crap. What's up, Baguette Man? Is that like your superhero name? Like, you go to the superhero meetings and it's like, hey, I'm Superman. I'm Batman. And then you're like, I bring baguettes. Is that like is that how that do? I feel like that's an amazing superpower. Can you just make baguettes appear? Is that what you do? Like you distract the bad guys with food? Because I feel like that would work. I feel like being a bad guy is probably very hungry work. You know what I mean? So they'd probably get down on some baguettes. Okay. Let's go sleepy time. Okay. Let's get back up here. Let's take a look. See what do. See, like, that's a perfect spot for... I mean, I do like the idea of, like, a military installation of some kind. Maybe just, like, a military outpost. Although a prison, because then you could build into the mountain, and the mountain itself could act as walls of the cells. Like in an Area 51 type installation, right? That could be a thing. Okay. We definitely need to get a beacon closer because digging. We need one of those. Oh, we gotta take one of those to zoom into. To shwam bam. Area 7. No, not no. Nope. It's gonna be all for show. It's gonna be Area 12. Yeah, Area 12. Because why not? Beacon. Good place for beacon. that's not going to be in the way. Right here. 12 is a good number. That's what I'm saying. See, somebody gets it. Oop. What's up, Silicos? How you doing? Just Snipzo? What's up? There's some interesting names popping into chat. I'm gonna tell you, just saying. First, we got the always popular Baguette Man. He apparently throws stale baguettes at bad guys because, you know, why not? What else are you gonna do with stale baguettes, right? What am I doing? We're just working on adding stuff to the base. There's this spot here that it just looked like something, like we were up there looking, and it just looked like it was like the perfect spot for something, and it's a very defensible position. So we started thinking, you know, maybe military something, but I think we're gonna go with like a prison kind of thing. You know, because like every good zombie show or movie or whatever, there's always a prison, right? Right? Like The Walking Dead. Prison. Uh-huh. And then you've got that movie, Resident Evil. That was a prison. Right? See? You need a prison. It's not a zombie apocalypse without a prison. I feel like that's just the way it is. You have the perfect image for Baguette Man? Is he wearing a Jimmy John's uniform? Sorry. And that looks like a good entrance right there. I'm about to make an entrance, so back on up. Okay? Omega. Okay. Wait, no, that's not Omega. What is that one? What is that one? That's not Omega. What is that? Is that Pi? Pi. Yeah, that one. That's the one. Okay. So we're going to go in. I don't know how far we're going to go in. And then I'm thinking we're going to have, well, let's see. Yeah, I feel like having the road come in over here. Oh, you suck. So we could come down. You know, we could always go into the mountain and come out over there, right? Right by the recreational area. Because what good is a recreational area if it doesn't have prison transports going by every once in a while, right? No? Is that just me? Just me? Okay. With one of those thin mustaches, right? I feel like that's going to be like the ongoing topic of the stream. You know how like every stream we have like an ongoing topic throughout almost the entire stream? I think this one's going to be Baguette Man. What's up, Pinova? Okay. Now, at some point, we're going to break through the mountain. How far is that? Looks like it's a good ways, actually. Aha. Hello. I see you. Okay. So we got a little bit of ways before we bust out into daylight. Do you have croissants too? No, that's a super villain. Baguette Man is a superhero. Croissant Man is a villain. See. There we go. All right. So now we got to figure out. Let's see. This is kind of just off the cuff here. Like there was nothing. None of this was planned. But that's a perfect entrance. Pale Rider with the 500 bits. Thank you very much for them biddies. I do appreciate it. I will stick them in my bitty pocket and hang on to them. Keep them all nice and warm. You know what I'm saying? Get some love in the chat. Thank you. Baguettes are the best. See? That's what I'm saying. And Baguette Man said that, so you know it's true. There's an XP plushie? Not yet. Oh, wow. We're out of range of the... Dang it. And in range. Dang it. Are my blocks turned down? Little bit. Yeah, so there will be XP plushies available for purchase starting the 15th at some time of day. I don't know what time of day that will be, that they will be available. Hopefully I find that out at some point. Yeah. Got a pocket full of biddies. It's not full of biddies, but it's got some biddies in there, for sure. Okay. Johannes resubscribed for 10 months. Thank you very much for resubscribing. Appreciate your face. Get some love in the chat. Okay. Then, those times were out of range of the beacon. They suck. Okay, there we go. Are you going to be able to use PayPal to get Xbox stuff? Wait, what? I don't know. Like it's through Makeship. It's the same company that did all the other Hermit plushies. I don't know what forms of payment they accept. I mean, PayPal is a pretty common form of payment, so I would hope they accept it, but I couldn't say. If anybody, like I bought some plushies and I don't remember, but I used a credit card. Well, debit card. Which I still haven't received the plushie, which is weird. I figured I'd have got it by now. I don't know. XB is Hermitcraft Dead. Yeah, I don't think anybody has uploaded any Hermitcraft videos or anything for months and stuff. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Hermitcraft is toast. Like I haven't been on there in I don't know how long. So yeah. Totally dead. It's like the deadest that dead could ever be. You know what I mean? Like nobody plays on it anymore. Yeah. You know, it's dead. So this is 1, 2, 3. Size of a beacon. Okay, so we're gonna go 9, then 5. I think. Sounds good. Ooh. Hello. I have found a chink in the armor. Set it fair. Okay. That might be a bit of an issue. We can fill it in. It's whatever. We'll make it look natural, right? It'll be natural. Trust. Does this mean we're in the afterlife? Yes. This is a rerun of a stream. I'm just, because, yeah. Wait, so was that person serious about is Hermitcraft dead? I really hope not, because no, it's not anywhere near dead. There was a video that some random channel put out talking about Hermitcraft is dead. But they were clickbaiting, and apparently some people got baited and clicked, and lol, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what else to say about that, but lol. You got tricked, son? Okay. It's coming along. So what I'm thinking, in case you was wondering, this is going to be like a big intake room. And then I think going that way is where we're going to do the cells. We'll have guards' quarters and stuff maybe back in this kind of area. But like I say, I think because the mountain's pretty long that way. Yeah. We're going to go that way with the cells. You thought they got rickrolled instead of clickbaited? Nope, they got baited. Get it? Sorry. I apologize. What am I doing on Hermitcraft? Well, my mom said I could play on Hermitcraft. And I'm a big believer in doing what your mom says. So, figured I'd just go ahead and do that. This is a family-friendly stream. I am very friendly to families. Who wants to talk about how babies are made? No. How did I join Hermitcraft? Well, so the way it works is they give you the IP, right? You type in the IP. Actually, I think I probably just copy-pasted it, but it's the same idea. I put it into Minecraft and then double-clicked it, and shabam. Like, it was pretty much magic. Croissant villain. Croissant villain. Oh, that's great. That's freaking fantastic is what that is right there. That's fantastic. Oh, that's so good. So good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Whoever that is, thank you. No, so seriously, what I did, right, is I started a channel, a YouTube channel. I started mostly doing a lot of seed spotlights, like back when that was a big thing. Like a lot of seed spotlights. There were times I was doing like 3 a day. And not stupid seed spotlights. Like I saw some where it was like, hey, there's a tree at spawn. Literally, there's a tree at spawn. And they made a seed spotlight about a tree at spawn. a tree. Not even a real, not even like a good tree. It was just like a normal oak tree. And they had a million views, which, whatever. Anyway, I digress. Anyway, and then I started doing some modded playthroughs and stuff like that. And then I started hanging out in Hermit's streams and just trying to be all around helpful without backseat gaming or anything like that. Like if they were like, stuck on a build or something, they would, and they'd ask, hey, if you guys have any ideas, let me know. That I would do that stuff. And one of the main people I did that for was Topmass. And so I ended up becoming friends with Topmass. And apparently Jassassin knew who I was somehow. And so the first time I was brought up for Hermitcraft was by Jassassin. But they decided that now was not the right time for me to join, which, yeah, that's fine. And then some time went by. I don't know how long that was. But yeah, and then Topmass brought me up again, and everybody said sure, or at least nobody said no. And there you go, Bob's your uncle. Oh, right, I meant to empty my inventory. Boop, boop, boop. Sure. Donate it to B-dubs and then charge him a diamond? Hey, if he wants it, he can have it. I don't care. Is anybody else as puzzled by this as I am? I wonder if that was me. This looks like a pillar. Oh, that was me, I bet. Yeah, I bet that was me. Oh. Hello. That was me. Yep. Okay. Whatever. Yep, that was me. It's just weird. I just stopped right there. Yeah. No. That. I got fooled. AKA he plays Minecraft, gifted a tier 1 sub to Croissant Villain. Thank you very much for gifting that sub. I appreciate it, and I'm sure they do as well. Did we ever find out who that Croissant Villain is? I almost want to say that's a thing. That's a roof chicken thing, but seems like a thing roof chicken would do. Like, am I wrong? People agree that's a very rich chicken thing. Big Al gifted a tier 1 sub to Baguette Man. See, now they're both subbed. Now they both got superpowers. They can fight each other with bishop emotes. An epic bishop emote battle. Oh, that'd be great. Like, why isn't that happening, people? Come on. There should be like some epic bishop emote battle between Baguette Man and Evil Croissant Guy. Right? Yeah, I think so. I think that needs to happen. I feel like that needs to happen. What's up, Sherry? I'm blaming the chicken again, I see. I mean, come on, Oni. You know I'm right. It seems like a very roof chickeny thing. This is a big room, not gonna lie. And the question is, do we go circular or not? Oval? We can do like an, well, we'll just go circular for now. I like circular rooms for some reason. I don't know why, but circular's the way. I agree we can blame the chicken, but I don't know if he is on the roof this time. Oh, he's always on the roof. Chef Baguette? Chef Baguette? There's a lot of bread in the chat today. Lots of bread. Thank you, Randy, for gifting that sub to Chef Baguette. Carpe Diem Mofo resubscribed 15 months. Yay! 15 months of the happiest Twitch primes. XP lives. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he frickin' does. Suck it, Ferks. You jerk. I mean, what? I'm always nice to Ferks. For Kirk resubscribe for 41 months is 41 awesome months until you call me a jerk. W-O-W. W space O space W. Make him sleep outside. Right. She wouldn't do that. Because she knows I'd come in the morning and put my cold, cold hands on her. Mm-hmm. Wow. Sherry, are you hitting on somebody in chat? Stop it. Just stop it. Seriously. Stop it. Just stop. This is Twitch, not Tinder. Okay? Just putting that out there. In case you're curious. Twitch. I know they start with the same letter, but it's a completely different service. All right? Okay, and then we gotta go dose. So that should work. 2 tree. Right? Wow, that's a big room. Like, that's big. Hmm. I'm thinking we're going to have it walled across here. Right? So a wall across there. 3 wide corridor in the middle, wherever the middle is. Let's be flexible. No, this is Twitch, not freaking Tinder. No. All right, something just ain't right. What's up, Don Man? How you doing? Only XB can find love on Twitch? Yeah, but I wasn't looking for it either. I was just doing my thing. If it's, if it's supposed to happen, it will. Trying to force it to happen isn't going to make it happen. Just saying. Okay, I figured out what's wrong. I knew something wasn't right. Oh, we got a hype train, peeps. Come on now. Sherry resubscribed for 18 months. Thank you very much. C17A Pilot resubscribed for 27 months. Says, what's up, XB? How you doing? I'm doing all right, man. How you doing? Hopefully you're doing all right. Thank you very much for the resub. Get that hype train. All aboard. Okay. Tinder couldn't handle your evil croissant. 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 Right? Intracolastrine. The Haunted Biddies. Thank you. And ease with the Twitch Prime. 6 months. Oh, yeah. I think everybody knows only happy Twitch Primes. You use Twitch Prime, use Twitch Prime. Not saying you got to use it here. Just go use it somewhere, huh? Please? Just do it. I don't care if you leave the stream. Go use your Twitch Prime and come back, okay? Go use it on some small channel. They love that stuff. I mean, I love Twitch Prime too, but, don't get me wrong. Johannes with the 500 bits. Thank you, Johannes. I appreciate that. So this should be the center, right? Yes. Nice. Aha. So this is where the door will be. Or the hallway. Like so. Nice. And running the call, giving 5 tier 1 subs to the channel. Appreciate your face. Gifted 447 subs. Dude, holy crap. Get some love in the chat. Wait, did the hype train... Wait, what? Wow, it died that fast. Wait, did it die fast or was that just me? Seems like it died really fast. Like, I just saw it, and then it was like, dead. Wow. Wow. Right, is that right? I feel like that's right. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Now, I don't care who you use the Prime on, man. Just use it. I'm not saying, that's what I was saying. You don't have to use it here. Just use the Twitch Prime. That's all I want, is people to use their Twitch Primes. Like, people forget it's there, and then it's just pointless. So use it. I use mine every chance I get. Okay, so wall across here. Well, I mean, we could do... You know what we could do? We could come in... Maybe something like that. And then that's... So the prisoners would come in, and then this would be like the intake area, right? I like it. Perfect. Why would we use it if it costs money? It does. Well, I mean, if you're paying for Twitch Prime, you know, for Amazon Prime, you get free Twitch Prime. See? Have I ever thought about streaming Among Us? No, not even a little bit. Nope. Okay, I like that. It's more, it's like a funnel. They just funnel the bad people that way. Okay. Like, I'm sure we'd probably have fun playing together. I'd rather play a game that I just would, you know, have fun with. Period. I'm not a fan of games where you have to play with other people to have fun. You know what I mean? Like, if the game's not fun on its own, which obviously Among Us is meant to be like people playing together, like, I get it. I get it. But yeah. Your stream keeps stopping? I'm sorry about that. I have no drop frames, so. All right, and then I'm thinking maybe walling it there. So we have this big area here. We can put in some like chairs and stuff. And then this is guards' quarters and stuff, I guess. Die. Okay. And then I think we're just going to have the entrance to that in the same spot. So right across there. Actually, I think we'll do split door. So something like so. Oh, you know what? Because then we could do two different things. Something over there, something over there. Lunch. Bunks. Something? I don't know. And then, let's see. I mean, we could start a cell pretty quick, huh? So if we go in here, And since this is like for the hardened criminals, you know, like the croissant guys, it's just gonna be a little tiny room, right? With the bare necessities. The bare necessities. Sorry. Yeah, I think that's a good size right there. There. Perfect. Okay. It's coming along. I like it so far. I mean, there's not really anything to it, but I think I do want to use walls. There's no stone walls, right? No. Oh, wait, where? Oh, I know where that is. No, no stone walls. Okay. I guess we could just do stone brick. Hmm. As long as there are no baguettes on the wall. Oh, well, no. See, this is the place where, you know, you got to face your worst fears and stuff. And so it'll be like everything will be made out of baguettes. Like everything. You're going to be wiping after you go to the bathroom with baguettes. Okay? Yeah. That's what's about to happen. Ephesus? You just click on the normal subscribe, and then it'll say subscribe for free. Yeah, that looks all right. Okay, now we're gonna have to figure out how we're gonna do this, because I guess we could do this. Or that. What do you guys think? That's better, huh? I think I like that better. Or that. I'm kind of feeling the other one, actually. That one. Yeah, I think I'm feeling that one. And then we need to leave a way for people to get in. Oops. Yeah, I like that. Okay. That's the one you meant to? Nice. Yeah, I like that. We could even... Ooh. Fancy. Oh, we're going with that. Yeah, baby. Look at that. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm talking about right there. Yeah, that's the deal right there. So we're gonna go boop, boop, boop. Now. Yes. Hello. To there. Perfect. And then I think in here somewhere. Actually, that's too open. So that'll be intake. And then we'll have another one here. That's 4. We'll do that. So one guy could be here, one person could be here, intake, intake, and then this is the way to the to the butt wiping with baguettes. You made quesadillas and tacos today? Did you though? I have yeah, I am now dropping frames. I mean, I've dropped 444 frames in this entire stream. So it's not a lot. Babe, are you uploading right now? It's probably just Twitch. I mean, like it just went red. And again. Okay. It's green now, but it's probably not going to stay. Oh, boy. Looks like it's time to call Spectrum yet again. You know what? I think in these spots... Oh, look at that. That looks beefy. Doesn't it? Doesn't that look beefy? Looks beefy. Oh, see, now I kind of want to... And I kind of want to... Random Carrots resubscribed Twitch Prime for 2 months. Says, hi XP, how you doing? I'm doing all right. How you doing? How you doing? Get some love in the chat for the resub of the Twitch Prime. Now you're hungry? Wait, what did I do? And I'm dropping more frames. According to Twitch, everything is fine. Yeah, I don't know what's happening right now. I apologize. Rosen, resubscribed for 3 months. Thank you very much. Says, one sec. Feels good to have that back. Oh, yeah. Thank you for resubscribing. Get some love in the chat. Covery with the 100 bits says, here's some luck. Thank you very much. I need it because apparently Spectrum. Not necessarily a zombie prison, just a prison of some kind, I guess. I'm just trying to make it look beefy. You know what I mean? Just beefy. I wonder if it would be a good idea to do that. You ever see that? I guess we could do that. I just don't like this here. That stairs back. Wait, what? Oh, wait. Oh, crap. Oh, I didn't even put a stair there. I think it was a glitched block, and I went to put a stair there, and it didn't actually place the stair. It just made the block reappear. Okay. I think that looks all right. I mean, it looks very much like a place you really don't want to spend a lot of time, right? Like, you don't want to be coming through those doors going that way. Which I feel like is the whole point, right? A prison that may or may not have zombies? Right. Spectrum must be hanging out with your washing machine repair company. I feel like maybe you probably just put too much crap in your washing machine, and so it breaks. And then you're like, what the heck happened? Why did it break? And then, yeah. Could that even be remotely possible? Maybe? A little bit. And P-Rock Mom with 1,000 biddies says, Happy New Year. Internet issues are the worst. They suck. The only good thing, although if I have to call them again, it probably won't happen again, is that every single time I've called them, they've seen an issue. They don't know what the issue is, but they do see that there's something not right. And they did away with monitoring, so they can't even monitor it to see it, you know, like when it happens or anything. Looks like your old elementary school hallways. So you went to elementary in a prison? That's weird. Okay. This, I think I'm going to change. I really like what's happening with the other one. But what if we did that and that? That's going to look stupid, right? But if we did, there's an invisible block. If we did that. I mean, it's not bad. You know what I mean? It's not bad. What's my favorite type of cheese? The sharp cheddar. Iron bars in the doorway? You mean that doorway? These ones are going to be iron doors. I just got to, you know, craft them and put them in there. But, yeah, they're going to be iron doors. Unless you were talking about other ones. But, yeah, these are going to be... Oh, that's a stair. Right. I don't know. I hate to say it, but I think if this keeps up, it was acting fine the day before yesterday, the internet, and now not so much. Wait, that's not whatever. Iron bars as the trim. I mean, we could try it. I mean, it's not bad. I feel like we definitely need to get a different texture in here, though, because this whole stone brick thing is a bit much. End and start back up? No, probably just end and then call Spectrum and yell at him for a while. Because something should have happened by now. They were out here, what, babe, like a week and a half ago? I mean, you figure the least they could do is, like, let us know they found something? Or didn't found something? You know, like... I think I'm gonna go with diorite on the floor. I got stuff everywhere. It's alright though. Yeah, I think some Polish diorite. Twitch, just set your options to 1080p. Nice. So, like, does anybody right now, I know a lot of the mods and stuff, they generally have a few streams open. Are any other mods or any other streams dropping any frames? Or is it just me? Because I'm trying to figure out if it's a Twitch thing or if it's a me thing. Actually, it's the attack of the Shulker monster. Thank you. Yeah, like that. That's going to give a pretty nice contrast against the stone. You see like 3 streamers dropping frames right now? Okay. So there's a chance it's not me. And that's just Twitch being Twitch. They've been really kind of screwy lately, haven't they? So it wouldn't surprise me at all if it was, in fact, just Twitch. That's unfortunate. Like, they've been, yeah, they're kind of dropping the ball lately. Like, this is, you know, the time they need to be on top of things. And you figure Twitch servers would be pretty top notch, right? Being owned by Amazon. I mean, Amazon has its own web hosting and servers and stuff. Figured they'd put some of those toward Twitch. No? So the reason I use diorite for floors like this, these industrial type floors, is because they remind me of floors in school. You know, those cheap fake tile linoleum type floors. You know what I mean? So that's, yeah. That's why I use diorite. Plus, I don't mind diorite. Diorite doesn't bother me. No. Jay Harvey resubscribed for 11 months. Thank you very much for resubscribing. I do appreciate it. Just so people know, in case you hadn't heard, XP plushies will be coming out on the 15th. Mark your calendar, because that's when they'll go on sale. We do have to hit a certain amount before they actually ship. Don't worry, you won't be charged until they are, I believe. I mean, makes sense. But they will be going on sale on the 15th. I don't know what time. Hopefully we'll find out sooner rather than later. Like the actual time they're going on sale. Oh yeah, look at that. That made a huge difference. Just that little bit. Nice. Cheap linoleum look, right? See, you know what I'm talking about. You know, you figure schools, with the amount of money that's saved on like actually building the school, they could pay teachers more. But no. But no. Somehow that's not the way it works. Okay. It's looking good. I like it. It's very industrial, very prison-y, very school. Notice the buffering thing while watching Hypno stream? Yeah, so it's probably just a Twitch thing. I mean, that's, that makes me feel a little bit better at least. I still don't like buffering. That's not quite right, is that? Okay. Twitch dropping the ball. Right. Like I said, I'm aware that they've had issues for a while now, but I had assumed they fixed them, but maybe not. That's stupid. See you later, Esty. Have a good one. Thanks for hanging out while you could. Oh boy. Is there any games y'all are looking forward to? So I pre-ordered Far Cry 6, which I'm probably never even going to have the chance to play it, really. But I've enjoyed the Far Cries. I think the only one I haven't played is Far Cry Primal. Just because it didn't look very good. I just wasn't interested. But I'm pretty sure I've played every single other Far Cry. So that one I'm pretty stoked about. But like I said, I probably never have a chance to actually play it. And then I think Diablo 4 is probably the next one I'm most excited about. Hopefully they get it right this time and not Diablo 3 it. Warcraft 2 on Sega Saturn. What the crap? Warcraft 2 on Sega Saturn. Oh boy. What's up, Geyser? Oh, I need those. Okay, do I have any glass here? No. Yeah, I haven't really been checking out too much of Diablo 4, just because I'm worried. Like, I feel like they're going to Diablo 3 it, and it's going to suck. Like, I mean, Diablo 3, for what it is, for if it was a standalone game, would be fine. But they Diablo in the name is kind of what throws it off, right? So. Diablo 3 at question mark? Yeah, it's the same thing they did with Diablo 3. Diablo 3 was like nothing like Diablo 2, except it was a top-down dungeon crawler. But then again, I mean, Minecraft Dungeons is a top-down dungeon crawler. And I wouldn't say Minecraft Dungeons is equivalent to Diablo. You know what I mean? Heard some hype about something called Minecraft 117. Yeah, I mean, that'll hopefully be decent. Hopefully. Yeah, Diablo 3 is nothing like Diablo 2. Diablo 2 was a great game. Like, it was a great game. And I got into it late. Like, it had already been out for a long time before I played it. And it was great. So much time in those games. Like, so much time. Hmm. Little bit of lag there, sir. That block was invisible on the ground. Nice. Actually, I can do that. There. 2 doors, 1 stone. Button. What am I building? It's like a prison-y kind of deal. All right, so I think for the front, we're going to do blocks of iron. Just because, you know, that's what I feel like doing. Because why not? Okay. So that's that. I think this is looking decent. We got to figure out these cells. How these are going to be. I mean, obviously iron doors. But do we do... I was thinking about doing the stone brick walls, but you can't do a door with that because it leaves a gap. Which, you know, for a prison cell isn't good. Play Hades? I don't even know what Hades is. Sorry. Will I be your dad? No. Sorry. Not sorry. I have a puppy, and that's enough. Like, that's more than enough. Way more than enough. Yeah. Yeah, a puppy. And that's close enough to kids for me. For now. At least. Like, I think I'd be a pretty good dad, but I just don't. It's, you know what I mean? Who's on the server? You ready? There it goes. Did you see it? I mean, I held it up there for a long time. So if you didn't see it, you weren't paying attention. Puppy, kid, same thing, really? Right. What the? Come on. Dang it, Bobby. Quit moving. Stand still, let me shoot you. Oh, come on. Maybe if I stood still, it'd work a little better. You must have dropped frames whilst it was up. No. It's right there. A dog doesn't backchat? Have you ever heard of a husky? Huskies backtalk a lot. Like a lot. See, I was kind of into that, but now I'm not so sure. I mean, that does kind of look like a door that could slam shut at some point, right? Hmm. What's up, Z Miner? How you doing? How's my day been? It's been okay so far. Just dropped some frames, which is never good times. But other than that, yeah, I'm doing all right. It should be, yeah. Nope. That needs to be that. Howdy hi. Okay. That should give me plenty of room. It should be like one wall thick between each cell. So each cell is going to be 4 deep, 3 wide. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 wide. Yeah, I like it. And I think for the floors of the cells, I'm just going to use stone, actually. That seems fitting. How do you keep up with baby goats? I wouldn't have a clue, man. I pet a baby goat once. It's about the extent of my knowledge of baby goats. Or goats, period. I have no knowledge of the subject. Yeah, see, I think that looks pretty good. Dirt walls are not a good prison cell? Why not? I mean, come on. We can trust everybody that's put in here. Nobody would, like, dig out through dirt. Come on now. They're perfectly respectable people. Right? No? Hmm. He has vintage beef, right? He does have goats, doesn't he? Wait, that's not right. Like that. Eey. Yeah, getting some invisible blocks. Okay, and then I think the cell, we're not going to have a ton of cells in here. I feel like this is actually a pretty good number because there'll be one here, one here. Maybe we do one more, and then we'll have a bigger cell at the end. What's happening today? We're building a prison type correctional institution, which may or may not have zombies. Yeah. That. May or may not. Take their spoons away and they can't dig out, right? See? Uh-huh. People know what I'm saying. Pebbles knows. Zombie Correctional Institute? Right. Zombies don't know how to use spoons, so I feel like it's fine. Did y'all ever seen a zombie use a spoon? Because I sure as heck haven't. I seen a zombie the other day drink coffee. It was all about that coffee, too. You did one time? Oh, yeah? Are you sure about that? You sure it was a zombie? Lark Two Bird resubscribed for 10 months says, what? I thought our Twitch baby was born last week. Wow, you forgot when it was born already? I mean, that does not bode well. Okay? Like that. That doesn't bode well at all. I can't believe you forgot already. Like, wow. Yeah, you will do better. And thank you for resubscribing. I do appreciate it. Get some love in the chat for the resub, please, and thank you. Zombies often carry spoons. That they do. Doesn't mean have you ever seen one actually use it? That's what I'm saying. They carry them, but then they're just like all. They don't actually use it. Maybe that's what happened. Is the person before they turned into a zombie, they were trying to dig somewhere and then couldn't because they didn't know how to use it, and then they died, and then became a zombie, and then they just kept the spoon. It hit you with it? Yeah, but did it dig? See, that's the question. Did it dig? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. See? Now that's a question. I think this is looking fairly decent. One cell at the end, so we've got cells through here. I don't think I want to leave them completely stone. I think just the floor should be stone. I think I'm going to do a half slab on the roof. Maybe some andesite or something. Maybe Bud will teach them how to... Is that a reference to something? I feel like that's a reference to something. Ooh, actually. Maybe smooth stone instead of andesite. Yeah, I think smooth stone instead. Thought I had some slabbages. Day of the Dead or Night of the Dead reference? I see. I don't remember either one of those. I may not have actually seen those. I know. I'm a horrible human being, but that's okay. I forgive me. All right, see you later, AK. Have a good one. All right, so let's get this in here, see how she do. I mean, that's not bad, right? I think Day of the Dead was one of the military people experimenting on zombies, trying to make them not as hostile. Yeah, that doesn't sound familiar. I mean, so when you say that, what comes to mind is that movie with Will Smith. I Am Legend, right? Because that's what he was kind of trying to do. I mean, he was trying to reverse it, but also make him less aggressive, right? Right. You know what I'm saying. Now, the problem is if I do that, so I guess what we're going to have to do is that, which that's not bad. What is this prison going to be used for? I don't know. Like we were talking maybe zombies, because you know the whole apocalyptic kind of thing. Maybe it's just prisoners that turn to zombies. I don't know. Something. Kind of. It was just a spur of the moment kind of thing that we decided on. So nothing's really set in stone. Wait, no, that's not right. Zombie villagers. I was actually thinking about that. Like if I reskinned zombie villagers in a resource pack or something, made them look, like put them in prison jumpsuits or something, and then got them in here, that would look kind of interesting. Pillagers? No, I've got an area for pillagers. Pillagers are, yeah, I've already got them. Except the prison is set in stone. This is true. This is true. Yeah, that's looking fairly decent, I think. You need help with those prison suits? I don't know. It's a thought at the moment. It's not a will or will not. It's kind of just a thought currently. I would hate to have somebody do it and then not use it. You know what I mean? So, are you just looking for something to do, Oda? You bored, man? Cooldown complete. Hype train is ready to leave the station. I don't know. I don't think we could do another hype train. I don't think it's possible. I don't think it's possible. I mean, it's possible, but I don't foresee it happening. Just saying. Will there be a warden? Yeah. His name's XB. He is I, and I am him. Slim with a tilted brim. I am the only warden of the North. .20-inch rims. I'm not sure what size rims are on my car, actually. They're factory, so I think they're 18-inch alloys, I think. Yeah, I'm not sure. Out of bits? Wow. Guy. Wow. That's all right, man. Don't worry about it. I know that things are tough right now. Trust. I know. I'm well aware. Things are tough right now. So you get a huge 13s on it? Oh, snap. You should turn them into spinners. 13-inch spinners. Oh, that'd be great. Look awesome on an Escort. Hey, man. So, like, in Tucson, I'm sure it's the same in most major cities. I've seen cars that almost look like they belong in a junkyard with super expensive rims and super expensive stereo systems. So, I mean, why not? I guess. Right? Wait, is that what I wanted to do? I think it is. I think I'm just going to go here, though. A prison escape minigame? Do it to it. Make your dream become a reality. H. All the misplaced blocks. Escape from Alcatraz. Right. Shawshank. Good movie, by the way. If you haven't seen it, Shawshank Redemption. Good movie. Tropic with 20 bits says XB. Where's the XB statue in the town with the firecracker statue? No statues currently. I don't have any plans for a statue either. But thank you for the bits. I appreciate it. Shawshank is your favorite of all time. It's a good movie. It really is. Just listening to the stream while puttering around the apartment. Finally got your own place for the first time in some kind of years. That's awesome, Mother Goose. Hopefully you're enjoying it. It's one of those things, like my first apartment. I spent a lot of time puttering around, yeah. See you later, Zamaloid. Have a good one. Okay. So this is going to have to continue under there, but I think in here it's just going to continue to there. Aye. All right. And then down this way. I don't know how I'm going to get zombie villagers in here. It's not going to be fun. Nice to have this, the only say in where things go. Oh, I bet. I don't know. Although I'm one of those people, I don't really care where stuff is. I'll figure it out eventually and remember. Yeah, I'm one of those. I don't really care where stuff is, as long as I can eventually remember where it is. But that's generally about the time I remember where something is when it gets moved, and then I don't know where it is anymore. What's up, Shaker? Yeah, see, I think that's looking a lot better. Obviously, we need to get rid of the torches, put some lights somewhere else. But other than that, I think it's looking pretty good. And we could even do the fluorescent lighting in here too. In this one. It'll look better in this one than that one, but whatever. Hopefully I have some end rods left somewhere. Actually, you know what? I think I know where those are. Ask Impulse to do it as his good deed of the day. Nah, he did my Guardians as his good deed of the day. So, yeah. Actually, they may not be over here anymore. Ooh. Hmm. No. They're probably actually over there. Old chests have new treasures. I don't remember what I have. Like someone will be like, does anybody have? And I'm like, I mean, I might. Oh, I've got popped coarse fruit. And then I should have blaze rods. Looks like I need some centralized automated storage. Nah. Nope. I'm good. I've been there. I've done that. I've got like a ton of storage up there. I just haven't, like, this is supposed to be my main base, but I keep living over there. I just haven't, because I don't want to move all this stuff over. That takes time and it sucks. Is what that does. Okay. So how are we going to do this? So I think we're going to go like that. Okay. I mean, it's not the greatest amount of light, but it's something. Get regular villagers in there first, then zombify them. I don't really. Well, actually, I do have a zombie or a villager breeder. That's probably the easier way to go, actually. Really? Base it across the hall instead. I was thinking about that, but it's only 3 wide. So it would end up being a 1 wide thing. And the thing about 2 wide is you get the little things on the sides that look like the tombstones, and then that is the fluorescent light. I normally use polished diorite stairs. Let me put that in there. You turned off the end cap? I don't mind the end cap. I'm not using, the only thing I'm using a resource pack for is the sky. But other than that, it's all, I mean, shaders, but that doesn't change textures. So. Yeah, see, that looks better already. But I do think I'm going to move it down. Yeah. Like that. And then maybe there. And this is one of those cases where that end piece actually works. Because like I said, it looks like if you've ever looked at fluorescent lights, they have that tombstone at the end that the light plugs into. Kind of puts you in mind, puts me in mind of that. Anyway. All right, so now what is the light here? 8. So that should be spawn proof. Although we do have lights in there. But that should be spawn proof. And it's still kind of dark and dingy, right? Which is perfect. And then in here, I think we're going to have, let's see, if we go there and there. And then we skip a couple, 3. Oh, that's perfect. Oh, that's perfect. Look at that. Beautiful. I like it. Yeah, so that's how that's going to go. Yep. It's crooked? Wait, what's crooked? What are you talking about? How does Bishop like the snow? He likes to burrow in it. I mean, he loves snow. Like he loves it. So, I mean, he's a husky. That's, you know. Snow is like their home. Doesn't line up with the door. What, that? Oh, that's fine. Rovander? What? What's up, dude? Resubscribe for 44 months, says first stream in a long time, and it's an anniversary. Oh, yeah. How you been, man? Thank you for resubscribing. But how rude that you just stopped coming around. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was rude. Rude. Okay. We're almost getting somewhere. That looks like something. It's always a good moment when something starts looking like something. All the cool people are rude? Is that diorite? It is. Yup. Lots of it, too. Because, like, I'm a rebel. Or something. I don't know. I like diorite. Diorite's a good block. I don't care what anybody says. Yeah, granite's the ugly one. Granite is the garbage. Yes. All right, so I wonder if... How many did I do? 1, 2. Would that make sense? I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. It's whatever I feel like doing, right? Whatever. Yeah, diorite's a nice block. I feel like that might look better if I put a 1 block space in between these. So like there's 1 block there if I move that one down 1, and then that one down 1. But I don't think even with these it's enough light to make it spawn proof in here. So we'll have to figure out some secondary lighting. Yeah, like that's gotta be way too dark. Oh yeah. That's way too dark. I mean, it's dingy, you know, like it looks like how it should, I guess. All we need is the flickering from the lights. Hmm. What about lanterns? Yeah, I'm not really sure they would fit the motif of the industrial prison-y kind of deal. I mean, what I could do is there's enough space. I could go and put fluorescent lights there as well in between each one. And especially if I move that one down, that would still fit. Which I might actually do that. That's not a terrible idea. I mean, it's a lot of light, but whatever. And then another one. Right inside the door. Perfect. It's almost like I planned it that way, which I totally didn't. Like, seriously, didn't. Hmm. How did I do that? Hmm. How did I manage that one? Ah, crap. Hmm. I'm just trying to think of what's going to be the best way to go about solving this. And I feel like the best way to go about solving this is to make that door 4 wide. right? And then push that wall that way 1. Yeah, I feel like that's the best way to go about that. Yep, that's what's going to happen. Because why not? Yeah, I think that that wall's going that way. Nailed it first time every time, right? Perfect. Just don't look at it. There. Now that should be plenty of light to keep it spawn proof. For the most part. I don't know about these spots. 8. Yeah, so it looks like the lowest it gets is 8, which is good. Okay. And then this needs to go. I think these need to be redone. Oh, no, wait. That one was fine. And then this one's going to move it a block. Yeah. Yep. Like a soul. Aha. Am I making a prison? Kinda. Yeah, sorta. A thing that does stuff with bad stuff and stuff. Pretty much. Yep. Ah. What's up, Will Slime? I'm glad you enjoyed the bitches. The stream should be pretty much on par because, you know, same thing. It's just me. All right, I think I will try some lanterns in the corners. My videos haven't been in your suggested for a while. What's happening? So we did that big finale for the turf war, which obviously it was like 10 of us, 12 of us, something, uploading all at the exact same time. That didn't go over well for my channel. And ever since that day, my entire analytics is down by like 3/4. So it's like a quarter of what it was since that day. So, yup. Oh, that's a half crap. Hmm. And YouTube claims that they only do stuff on a per video basis, but when you look at your analytics like that, and then you see a video that performs poorly because it's just drowned out by 11 other people, and then every single video after that, and all of your analytics, your suggested, your browser, you know, when people just browse to you, when people, you know, when everything is only a quarter of what it was before that day, you kind of sit back and go, well, I guess that's a bunch of BS, YouTube. So yeah, good times. That looks a little weird. Not gonna lie. Or go up one. Yeah, I could go up one, but I feel like that's still gonna look a little janky. I mean, it looks better, at least. That's something, right? Better is better than bad. Yeah, that looks better. It is what it is. That stinks. I mean, that's YouTube. It's kind of used to YouTube's BS by now. Use chains? I mean, that's not going to help though. Chains aren't going to help at all. I like the fact that they're kind of up a bit. That I like. Just, you know. It looks better than it did, which is all I could really ask. All right, so the light level should be fine here. And then, you know what we could do here? That might be okay. I mean, well, no, let's put them up one. Oh yeah, that's much better. Okay. To make them lower? Well, yeah, I think they're all right. I appreciate the feedback, but I think they're okay. Yeah, that looks better. Is this part of the main base or a new project or something else or just fun build? Well, there's like the main base. And this is right here. So it's just a continuation. Still has a side that's stone. I mean, it's got the stone brick side, but so does that one. Ugh, quit going up there. You. Mother. See, because then we could do. Let's get rid of that. Oh, I dropped all those iron ingots, huh? Something like this. Oh yeah, I like it. I mean, it's not perfect, but it works. Nice. Spooky vibes. Good. It's should be. You mother. Thank you. I ain't seen Burks talk in a minute. She peace out or what? What's up? Probably talking to her real friends. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Lurking, you rude. Ah, much better. All right, let's go down here. Hit my head on every single block on the way to... Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, that's so much better. Yep. You missed the arc? You talking to me or Firecracker? I'll tell you who doesn't miss the arc. This guy. Someone's... Wait, whose birthday? What? Whose birthday? You mother. Oh, happy birthday, Randy. Hopefully you have an awesome one, dude. Wait, where did... I guess I had room for 2, but not 4. Nice. Now. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. That's copyrighted song. Happy birthday to you. Strike, right? Can't upload it to YouTube now. Okay. Wife told you don't look a day over 80? Well, that was nice of her. Have I seen the trailer for Arc 2? I saw a thing that was supposed to be Arc 2. I don't know that I would call it a trailer, because generally a trailer has something to do with what's in like the actual game. That was all just CGI kind of what just happened kind of stuff. Right? Space Panda resubscribed for 28 months in a row. See, if you want some Ark, Space Panda plays some Ark, all right? She derps about in some Ark quite regularly. So make sure to check her out because she does the arcs. Plus, she's generally, not always, generally a nice lady. Sometimes, right. I'm just going by what Ferks told me. That's all. Wow. Wow. Space Panda moving in on my girlfriend. What the crap? What's the work today, guys? Is he on Hermitcraft? He might be. I don't know. When I see him, I'll ask him. So wait, we have a mother goose and a mama goose? It's a conspiracy, I tell you. Thought it was Astroneer? It is. It's Hermitcraft Astroneer, man. Come on, pay attention. Jeez. Some people. Okay. Yeah, just moving that wall back one. Oh, so much better. Look at that. It's so much better. Mama Goose, they were talking about Hermitcraft is in the title. Yeah. That's what they meant, is Hermitcraft is in the title. Okay. That looks better. Don't you guys agree? Of course you do. Of course you do. Why wouldn't you agree? Y'all are so agreeable and stuff. I had walls in here, but I think I'm just going to do stone brick. Yeah. Nice. That was bugging you? Yeah, I meant to, yeah. I've been, you know, ever since I noticed it, it had to go. It had to change, had to move, had to be right. That's not what I want. That's what I want. Go. Very nice. It's only 8:20 and your kids are already fighting. Duct tape. I keep telling people, duct tape. They never listen. You can get like a 6-pack of Gorilla Glue duct tape on Amazon. Like, people don't listen though. Duct tape. It's the way to go. I don't know that I like that. Super glue works better. Yeah, but you probably get in trouble for super glue, right? Will I make this place look dead as well? I feel like it already looks dead. I don't know. Like I'm still working out the details of this build. It was just a build I started when I started streaming. Like I had no plans on this build at all whatsoever. And so I'm just trying to kind of play it by ear, see how we do. I feel like it kind of makes sense to make it look a little rundown, but we'll see. I mean, those windows seem a little big. Well, Ugh, of course there's a gap. Internet shopping is a wonderful thing. If you have options, unless you live in a place like us where there are no options. Wait, what? Oh, crap? Just happened right there. Yeah, fortunately, I think it's going to look better like that. I think that's how we had it before. Or no. Nope, 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 nope. That's not bad. We'll go with that. Yeah. What's up, Rockin' Ginger? How you doing? Yeah. That's the deal. And then you. Aha. Perfecto. This is prison slash thing of sorts. If you get what I'm saying? Ah, it's fair. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's no main purpose. So what happened was, all right, I'm going to give you the scoop here. What had happened is we were chilling up here, right? We were looking down, admiring things. And then I looked up over there, and there was this little shelf thing. I was like, wow, something really should be right there. And so that's what we did. We started building something right there. Is that a cave? Hello? Oh, apparently I've seen it before. Okay. But I spent most of the day putting in these paths and just trying to think of like how the survivors that lived here, because I think the survivors that live here are going to be living up here, which is kind of the idea, which is why we have... Where are they? Oh, don't tell me they got out. One was over here somewhere. Hopefully it didn't get out. Did it go in one of the houses? That would be awesome. No. Where did he go? Where do you go? Ah, there you are. Hello. So that's why we have these here. They're survivors. But anyway, survivors living up here, but the majority of the water, don't pay attention to the water all around them, is down here because it's natural spring water, you see. You see. And so they would be coming from up there, and so you got this little path coming down here, down to the water, like so, right? Boom, water. Right. Mm-hmm. And then if they wanted to go over that way, I figured they would just come through like this and kind of meander around this guy a little bit, you know, because they'd be going that way as well. But then they'd be, oh, let's go this way. And so, boom. And then they got the path coming up this way, up to this tunnel up here, which goes to the skelly spawner and the mining area. Shaboop. And then you've got the little path that comes over to this deal. This is the most work I've ever done with item frame or armor stands. So that piece of meat is an armor stand, the bucket's an armor stand, the chain is an armor stand, those two pieces are armor stands. Yeah, that took a while. So yeah, anyway, and then there's a path coming around back here, as you can see right there. And then that comes back this way, back through here, because I figured maybe they'd cut this way, around back this way. See? And then it goes up over this little mound here and then off that way. So. That's the idea. It's just something. This shelf was here. I mean, I dug it down a little bit, but yeah, it was for the most part. This is how it was. So. And then somebody mentioned a military installation, which this area is very defensible. You know, up high. So you've got the advantage. And then it transitioned into perhaps a prison. So that's kind of what we went with. And there you go. I don't know what else. I do feel like it's a lot of stone brick. And it's really bugging me. So I think these bits here, these little cutouts, I think these are going to become something else. Perhaps some andesite. I don't have any andesite on me. We need to get some andesite. What's up, Dupu? Andesite. Any more andesite in there? Aha. Yeah, so I was thinking about putting in a path, like a road coming, like it would come this way and then go down through the mountain and come out over there. But another thought was a helipad, and that's how they got the prisoners in here, is they just choppered them in. That could be an idea. So Cheyenne Mountain Complex? What's that? Oh, andesite. So now the question becomes, do we do polished andesite? Oh wait, there aren't polished andesite walls. So andesite. See how that's going to look. It's just it's the same basic color, just a little bit different texture. Oh, you know what? Blackstone. Right? Right. What's up, bruh? How you doing, man? You good? How's your mom and them? She good? Oh, you're too good to talk to me now? Oh, now you want to talk. What's up, dude? You good? Yeah? Mm-hmm. Tried to take your balls. What? That's messed up, dude. I know. I don't know why people do that. It's really freaking rude for them to... Oh. Oh, wow. He was packing extra. Wow. See, because we can do brick, right? Aha. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Bam. Did it. It's done. Don't argue. Ooh. Oh, that's not bad. Oh, that's not bad at all. Ooh. Oh, that's not bad at all. I like that. We're doing it. Don't argue. It's too late. It's happening. There's nothing you could do to stop it. There we go. Okay. So let's take a step back. Yeah. I'm all right with that. You're telling Green. About what? It's andesite? I know it's andesite. Really? Really? Are you gonna really? Don't tell me how to say my words, man. I say my words however I feels like it. Okay? That's all there is to that. If I want to call it andesite, I'm gonna call it andesite. That's all there is to it. You call it whatever you want. I'll call it whatever I want. And then we'll both be happy. You see how that works? It works great. What if we told you it was absolutely ugly? I'd tell you you are more than entitled to your opinion, and I am more than entitled to mine. I'm not one of those people that lets other people's opinions affect my own. So. Rockin' Ginger subscribed. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate your face. Let's get some love in the chat. Thank you. Thank you. What do y'all think? I think that looks a little bit better, right? Yeah. And now we got to do this. Right? I know I'm not picking up the walls. I know. Everything's fine. Who did what now? Z1 Gaming is rating with a party of 62. What's up, man? Hopefully you had an awesome stream. Thank you for sending your peeps over this here way. I appreciate you. Free glass picked up. Free. I've picked up so much of that freaking free glass. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, that's so much better. Look at that. Now you got some variance and stuff. Some contrast. Ah, it's stupid. Okay. My inventory has seen better days. I haven't seen any free glass out here lately, so I think I found them all. I think. I could be wrong, but pretty sure I found them all. So, nope, that's not the guy. Wait, that's the guy. Free glass. That stuff was such a pain. The biggest pain about the free glass was the buzzing from the bees. That was the biggest pain because you keep hearing it and you have no freaking clue where it's coming from. Even with like subtitles on, it's still like there's no telling where it's coming from. That was the guard. Yeah, but well, no, that spit up the free glass because the bees would try to come out, which would trigger the dispenser with glass in it. Building a prison by any chance? Maybe. Are you looking to come stay for a while? We got plenty of room. Never realized how soothing XB's voice is. Hello. How you doing? Hi. Okay. We've done a thing. We gotta figure out a door. And then I think we're just gonna go with a helipad out here. It's about like it's already kind of circular, so a helipad would fit quite nicely, I think. don't you? I'm glad you agree. And then we'll probably just do like a big chain link fence around it, and then maybe something like over in here-ish kind of area. Maybe over there, too. We need to cover that, though. Aha. Is a thing. Yes. Hello. Okay. We've done a thing here. Obviously, it's not done. We still got to do something in there. Something in there. But that's okay. That's fine. Out here. Helipads are generally black with the white H, right? Ah, so it's like a yellow circle and then black with a white H is what I'm seeing for the most part. Right. So yellow circle deal, black, white H. Aha! These are things I can do. Do I have yellow? I don't think I've used yellow on anything, actually. I'm pretty sure I have yellow dye. Zerk. I put away the glass, apparently. Can't fit anything in there. Oh, wait, yeah, I can. Shaboop. And then there it's stone. Smooth stone. Irons. Some more smooth stone. Okay. No. But I should have. Or not. Maybe I don't have yellow dye. Well, crap on a cracker. All right, so it looks like we gotta go buy some yellow dye. Hi, you're new. Hi, new. I knew a guy named Old once. He was good people. You love the Wisconsin accent? Do I have a Wisconsin accent already? I've only lived here for like a year and a half. Almost 2 years, actually. Yeah, closer to 2 years than a year and a half. Holy crap, has it been 2 years? Has it seriously been 2 years? Oh, where the hell did the time go? How has it been 2 years already? Could you not just bone meal yellow flowers? I could, but that would be very slow and almost painful. Whereas going this route is very quick and to the point, right? Diablo? Of course. Okay, so that's what, 1 diamond per stack? 1, 2, 3, 4. Zert. I'm just thinking if there's anything else I could possibly need. No. The older you get, the faster it seems to pass. I blame Fergs. What's up, Mortis? You dirty rat, get up off me, son! You don't know me like that. Get up off me, I said. Get out of here. I'm doing all right, Mr. Potato. How you doing? Shouldn't be awake, but I wouldn't allow myself to miss a fantastic stream. What's up, man? You're a Youper? Youpers. Freaking Youpers. Nope, back that way. I may need to get sand. It seems I might be a little low on sand. How many thousands of blocks away am I? I'm currently at 4570, negative 4900. So couple K. Nowhere near as far as I was in season 3 or season 5. So that's something, right? I'm moving closer. So season 3, I was, I think, like 8,000 blocks away. And then season 5, I was like 15,000 blocks away. Oh, somebody's been out here. I think Azuma was looking for a place to dig sand. He may have come out here. It was Joe? I doubt it. I mean, not saying it wasn't, but it's doubtful. Oh, was Joe out here? Okay. Well, there you go. I told everybody they're welcome to mine this sand out here. Like, I've got a lot of desert out here. So. Because this isn't the normal mining desert that people have been using. This is the desert out by me. As you can see, there's mycelium. Zuma was here yesterday. He may have been, yeah. Like, I'm not worried. Like, it's weird coming out here seeing stuff laying around. I'm just not used to seeing signs of civilization out here. When did... How did... How... The only way that's, like, I can even fathom that happening is something spawned on top, which would have had to have been a baby zombie right there. And then it meandered down, dropped down here, and then went down to there and poked him in his eye. Right? That's the only way that could have happened. Because even if it was a regular zombie, he would have stood here and just been like, bleh. Like he couldn't actually do anything. Where it spawned on the granite. That, yeah, that too. I mean, I guess. Well, no, because there's light. Yeah, he wouldn't have been able to spawn there. That would have been the only place right up there. Because even without that light there, there's that torch there, which will give this plenty of light to not be spawnable. As well as that one. And I think there's a light in there with him. If not, I'll put one there. Was it on the ins? Oh, actually, that may have been a thing. That may have been a thing. Yeah, it could have walked in here. Yeah. Yep. Yep. All right, so we got some concrete powder. Got some black concrete. And then I guess we just need some white concrete. Actually, do we want to... I think I might just use there. I mean, if he's good right there, I'll keep that guy. I lost my transforming zombie, and I need a new one. So I may just use that guy, because this is where the zombies should be to transform all these guys. So I may use that guy. I had some more black somewhere. Thought it was here. Ah. If a pillager is killed by a zombie or zombie variant. Yeah, that was just a villager in there. That wasn't a pillager. So okay, so how are we gonna... Oh, there's not enough room for that. I mean, I guess we don't have to do a circle though, do we? We just do a square. I mean, it's Minecraft. It's square. Now, all my pillagers are either out there or right there. So I've got 2 there, and then the rest are up there. I moved them all. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna do a square. Just why not? It'll fit better. Let's go. Am I sure I want the helipad literally outside the door? Yeah, man. It's convenience. It's like the DoorDash of prisoners, you see. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, so then dirt. Let's go. Oh, that's not quite gonna work, is it? Let us take it out. I feel like we need to go 1 block both directions. That's fine. Oh, what? Oh, come on. Hey, mother. Really? Where'd your fur? Oh, whatever. Whatever. That's not what I wanted to do. Language? Psh, listen here, all right? I say whatever I want. You got a problem? Bring it. Yeah, that just happened. That's not right either. It's like the derpiest helipad ever. Oh, no, wait, that works. Yeah. I mean, I planned it that way. Like, this is perfect according to my plans and specifications. And perfect. Yay, we did it. Now a helicopter can go just like that. That's perfect. Perfect. Bam. And then prisoners can go la 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 into jail. Right? It's perfect. Why is it an iPad? Because Apple. I mean, do I even like? Wow, the fact that you even ask why is it an iPad, you obviously are out of the loop. Okay. So, yeah. Space Panda gifted a tier 1 sub to Kevor. Thank you very much for gifting that sub. I appreciate it. Hopefully they do as well. Let's get some love in the chat. Ranger raiding with a party of 4. Sorry I missed it, but thank you for the raid. I appreciate your face. Hopefully you had an awesome stream. Thanks for bringing your peeps over. Space Panda gifted a tier 1 sub to We Fade to Black. Thank you, Space Panda. I'm sure he appreciates it. Get some more love in the chat. Do 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 do. I love this XP farm, by the way. Just putting that out there. Somebody must be in the nether. Dang it, people. Stay out of the nether. It's rude. The shovel shuffle? The what now? The who what? You know, I bet it's Etho that's in the nether. How much you want to bet? Swap shovels back and forth? I see. I don't know why. It spreads the experience evenly to what's in your offhand and what's in your main hand. So, but, you know, that's fine. You know, I haven't checked on the gold in this farm in a minute either. That's a happy dance? I see. I see. You still have to get unclosed as you're still in 114.4? Update, man! Jeez. What's the worst that could happen? How many hermits online now? That many? Computer can't handle it? Really? I thought 116 ran better than 114. Could have swore. Ah, see, now they left the... Yeah. Maybe not. I think someone's just flying around in the nether. Yeah, I know about the XP bottle machine, but this is at my base, which is much more convenient. And generally, I just stand in there AFK. So. Oh, I should check the gold. Crap. You're under minimum on all things but RAM. I feel like a lot of people that are... Oh, okay. It's... I must have cleared it out recently. Huh. Well, what do you know? Yeah, but anyway, this is, like I said, this is right next to my base, so it's much more convenient. Michael, it does have a lot to do with your internet connection, what server you're connecting to, what your, yeah, how, what, yeah, basically your internet connection. It also depends on your computer, like your hardware. That has an effect as well. So basically, if you're trying to watch on a wristwatch, Twitch won't be too happy about it, to say the least. Your computer is a laptop in a desktop box? Are you saying like the specs of a laptop from 2015? Your wristwatch shows this just fine. Not everyone's wristwatches are created equal, okay? It's a laptop motherboard? Is that like a Frankensteining of your own making, or is that literally how it came? That sounds very odd. I've never been a fan of Best Buy. Just saying. Texas Instruments solar power calculator. We actually just watched a show. Was it Halt and Catch Fire? Where the Texas Instruments was where the lady worked or something. Use WinXP. I see. Anyway, we're just over the 3-hour mark, and I usually stop at 3 hours. I feel like we got a little bit of work done today. We had a good chat. We hung out. We laughed. We cried. We laughed some more. And then I think some people cried some more and then left. I don't know what they were whining about, but it is what it is. Anyway, we're going to go see if we can't find somebody to say hello to. You don't have to stick around after the raid, but I ask that you at least stick around for the raid. It can really make somebody's day. Let's see who is streaming. Herpaderp is streaming. Let's go say hi to Herpaderp. He's a fellow hermit. Go say hi. Let him know I sent you. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. See y'all next time.